Annyeonghaseyo, Global KissMe. This is your Nuna, Tracy, and I just want to say, wow. Man, I tell you what, the middle of this week and this weekend was just one big emotional roller coaster, let me tell you this. But first of all, I just want to say to Miss Emily, Miss Dongho Princess, thank you so much. Because if it wasn't for you and for you instant messaging me and telling me about the whole, hey, here's a chance to meet you Kiss, on tour, like in the US. And I was like, what's this? And, just kind of like scrolled through it. And I was like, I don't know. And decided to make a video, and actually the first video I made, for some reason it wouldn't upload on YouTube, and I almost didn't submit it. And wow, it's like, who would have thought? Like, I'm just blown away that I submitted it and I was like, okay, whatever, here I did a 3-minute video. And next thing I know, I think it was maybe Wednesday morning, got an email basically from K-Pop United saying, hey, you're in the top 3. And I was like, what? And yeah, this whole experience has just been so surreal. And not to be confused with Miss Michelle, who I was able to add to the group tonight. There's a Michelle O, who was the second contestant. And just the fact that, she dropped out and she said, hey, the other two deserve it. Like, kudos to her. Like, oh my goodness, that just, touched my heart. And I was like, oh, but, she did have a ticket. And I think the reason she was doing that is because she wanted her mom to go. So yeah, I'm not going to say the F word. F yeah, you Kiss. And I guess the One Wish campaign was actually able to get the ticket for her mom to go. So that is awesome that mother and daughter get to go. It's like, yay! So, but yeah, wow. And then seeing like Kevin and when the voting was still open, and he had to tweet, and he was just like, these stories, really touched my heart, and Kiss Me's inspire me. And I was just like, oh my gosh, kind of like, oh my gosh. So yeah. And wow. So Michelle, I am just so happy that Christopher is gonna be able to go and meet you Kiss. It's just so awesome. And I remember when I got the email from K-Pop United, and then I was talking with a few members in the group and instant messaging them, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm like, how am I gonna get there? Like, transportation and lodging's not provided. And I'm here in Alabama, and I was like, here, I'll go to the New York concert, because I used to live in Maryland and I've actually been to New York before. One of my friends used to live in Flushing, so I went to visit her when she was still living there, like 3 years ago. But she's down here in Alabama with me now. She's like literally across the street from me. And so I've been to Times Square and, stuff like that. So I was like, okay, here, I'll pick, New York. And for a plane ticket, because I don't have anyone to watch my son, and I would think he would love to go. He likes listening to K-pop, actually. But anyway, a plane ticket for 2 of us, I think it was Thursday or Friday when I was looking, it was like $1,000 for 2 plane tickets. I'm like, oh my gosh. And the thing with me, how I mentioned in my video, how the video for the One Wish campaign, when I moved here to Alabama, the reason I did so is because my husband that I was married to was physically abusive, and I pretty much had to like flee the state. Very scared about my safety, my son's safety. And So he left me with like a lot of debt. And I don't even have a credit card. I had one credit card and I became delinquent on the payments, and then they canceled, future credit card usage. And so I have two bank accounts. I had to get a second bank account while I was here in the state that I live in because the Bank of America, they don't have a Bank of America here in Alabama. Like, how can you not have a Bank of America in Alabama? But anyway. So, but the thing is, they're debit cards. And so if I make a transaction on them, then yeah, they're going to come out of my account. So money has to be in there. And I was like, man, if two plane tickets cost like $1,000, I haven't even factored in the cost for the hotel. I haven't factored in the cost for, if I was to get a taxi from like the airport, to the venue, and what about cost for food? And I'm just like, oh my gosh. So I know it happened like this for a reason. But like I said, Michelle, just knowing Christopher's situation and knowing that he got picked, I'm just so, so happy. And we want you to videotape this if they allow it. I understand if they're like, no, we don't want you to. I hope they allow you to videotape it, and I wouldn't see why they wouldn't. And if they don't, then, tell them Nuna said they better, or else. But anyway,